Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, all right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so we are done with our promos for INU, and now, of course, there's new promos that are going to begin. I don't know what they are. I'm not sure what CEO and Brad and everybody else are going to be doing. I have no clue. But the promos that we did for 3 weeks were very successful. Got up to like a 2.4, $2.5 million market cap, something like that. And we burned a ton of tokens. Yesterday we burned like 1.4 trillion tokens. So we're going to talk about that here in a second. We're going to look in the ether scan so we don't have to guess. It's in on the ether scan there. So and and so look, there's some things happening behind the scenes that I'm not going to talk about, and I had no clue this was going on because I'm not in the Telegram group. But um it is what it is. So I'm just gonna, it is what it is. I'm not gonna say anything. But I did my part. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm not in the Telegram group. I don't know what the agendas are for certain people in the group or in INU. So I'm not gonna speak about it. I don't know what's going on. So what I mean. All I'm here to do is to push the videos out for INU, get more people to INU and burn more tokens, and that's what I did for 3 weeks. We had a successful time, and people finally were able to work together, and that's what God wanted to see. God wanted to see if we could work together, and look, everybody didn't work together. We would have burned 100. We would have burned the entire supply on Uniswap if everybody worked together. I mean, it's that simple, right? The more people, the more money, right? And so we didn't get that, but we got 50 people, about 50 people, chiming in, working together, and pulling resources in together for those 3 weeks. So it was about 50 people, and I know that made God happy, because the whole time it's like God's waiting on us to work together. He's waiting on the kingdom people to work together. He's not releasing, as you can see, he hasn't released a dinar because we're not working together. One of the things, the keys of the wealth transfer is that we're going to stretch our hands to the sick and the poor and the lonely and the hungry. And no, we're not going to do that if we can't even work together as kingdom people. So that's been one of the delays. And when we look at the wealth transfer and stuff, yes, the wealth transfer has been happening because the stock market's at all-time highs and Bitcoin's at 68, 70,000, and all these other things are happening. But a lot of people haven't received any of that wealth because they refuse to number one, participate in these things, but number two, they don't work they don't like to work with other people. They don't like to work with other kingdom people, and how are you going to then get wealthy and then be able to help the sick, lonely, hungry, and poor if you don't even like to work with kingdom people? There's no way you're going to be working. You're going to be helping the world out if you can't even work with kingdom people, right? So that was that's one of the biggest delays in a lot of the wealth stuff that people are waiting on. People are only people want to get the wealth and then run away. People want to get the wealth and not do kingdom work. People want to get the wealth and keep and hold it to themselves and go live in a bunker or something. And God doesn't want that. He doesn't care what you desire, if that's what your goals are, right? So he'll have you wait for eternity, and he'll force you to sell. And I told you guys that 3 years ago. I said you're gonna watch these next 3 years. Actually, it was 2020 that I said that. I said God's gonna bring massive global events that's gonna force you to sell your currency. your dinars. Remember I said that? So, and I think that was 2020 before the global pandemics and all this stuff happened. I think we talked about it in 2020, 2019, 2020. We said global things are about to hit, and it's going to God's going to force you to sell your dinars. He's going to force you to sell your Vietnamese dong. He's going to force you to sell your assets, your reset assets, because you refuse to work with his kingdom people, and you're not going to do what you're claiming you're going to do, and we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch these people sell, and we did. We did, right? A bunch of people are no longer in the dinar community or hold dinars or hold Vietnamese dongs, and they sold because of the environment, because of the pandemic, because of this, because of that. And I told you guys, God was going to create this environment where you will be forced to sell if you don't, if you're lying to him and you're lying to us, about what the things that you're going to be doing. So a lot of you guys, I'm not talking about you guys, well, some of you guys still hold all this stuff, but a lot of people are no longer with us because they sold their stuff. So there's no need for them to be here. And so they moved on to other things, or they went back to 9 to 5s and whatever journey they're going to go on next. But a lot of people were lying, about the journey, about helping, about doing the things that they're going to do for the kingdom of God. And God saw that, and he removed them by bringing the global stuff that happened to us, and more stuff are coming. But this time around, when we hit these things, the people that are here, the people that are working together, God's gonna make sure that we're well taken care of before these things happen or during these things are happening. Okay, so we're either gonna be completely blessed before these things happen, or right when these things are happening, and so watch out for that, because that's coming, and that's coming very quickly here, right? So lots of global events are coming again. A sweep of global events are coming again. But this time around it will be different. This time around, God's people are going to be mightily blessed and become the new 1% in these global events. All right. So last time he took people's wealth, right? He forced people out that were snakes, that were deceiving, that were lying, right? And now this time around, he's going to bless the people that are left, right? So, okay. So that's what we're looking forward to. All right. So let's go here to, um, INU, and you can see the balance here is 533 trillion. Now, the goal for INU holders should be 1 trillion. You should be striving to get to 1 trillion tokens before the prices go up significantly, right? So your goal should be to get to 1 trillion tokens as fast as possible. That should be your personal goal, right? And then the goal for the Inu community should be to burn down to 50 billion tokens, 50 trillion tokens, excuse me. So that means that there's 1 quadrillion max supply. So that means that this needs to read 950, right? 950 trillion. And then you have 50 trillion left. You want to get down to that sweet spot. I think 50 trillion tokens is that sweet spot where you want to be. So you want to be at 50 trillion, and you want to hold one of those 50 trillions, right? Going into the peak of the bull cycle. So I think the goal between now and January is to burn the tokens down. The community needs to work together and burn the tokens down to 50 trillion, and then hold one of those 50 trillion. I know I'm going to try my best to get there, right? So I'm going to try my best to get to 1 trillion tokens and then hold it, and then I can use it for the 10x paybacks, or I can use it for other things, right? Or I could just keep it for the peak of the bull cycle, right? Um, so I'm gonna try my best to get to. I'm not gonna try my best. I will get to 1 trillion tokens. What am I talking about? Try my best? No, I'm I'm at I think we get the airdrops today, right? Tonight into tomorrow, we're getting our another airdrops, and I can get there. I can get there just getting just getting the airdrops, right? Um, but I will get the airdrops, and then maybe within the next 3 weeks, I will get to that trillion mark for INU tokens, and then I'll just hold it in the wallet, and I'll just hold. I'll be one of the people, one of the 50 people with a trillion. Right? If we can burn it down to 50 trillion, then you're one of the people that hold a trillion tokens. You're an INU elite, right? So I think that's pretty cool. So your goal should be to get to at least 1 trillion tokens, right? And then once the community is burning it down to a trillion, some of you guys are going to get out, right? Some of you guys are going to cash out, so you're not going to be part of you're not going to hold one of the 50 trillion that's left, right? Because of course the price is going to go up, and then you'll probably take your profits there. But I think it's going to be pretty cool to be one of the people that hold a trillion tokens when there's only 50 trillion left, right? And so I think that's pretty cool. So, anyways, but it doesn't have to go that way. I mean, if the ENU runs 100x, 100,000x between now and let's say October, then most of us are gonna take profits and go, you know what I mean, and go do other things. But it is what it is. All right, so then it is what it is. But we're just bringing out a scenario that that's there. All right, so here's the burns, and you can see the burns in the last 24 hours have been epic. Look at that. Wow. I mean, 24 hours ago, you got 3.6 billion. You have 5.3 billion. You got 1 billion. You have 10 billion. You have 3.6 billion. You have 870 million. You have 1.1 billion. You have 123 million. You have 123 million. You have 1 billion, 1.1 billion. You got 1 billion. You got 651 million. You got 3.3 billion. You got 777 million. You got 8.6 billion. You got 1,776. I wonder where that person's from. The BIA, the same person that stakes 1,776 with BIA is over here burning 1,776. That's funny. 444 million. Then you got 1.4 trillion. That's the one we did yesterday, and that broke all the records, right? That broke everything. So that broke the burn bot, right? So 1.45 trillion tokens were burned yesterday. All right, so that helped a lot, right? So, and then we got today we had 3.6 trillion billion, 3.6 billion. All right, so CO is supposed to burn today. Are the total staked amount for May will be 50x, and then it will be burned. So we should see another big burn today for Inu. All right. And then after that, it will be everybody can burn on their own. You can burn whenever you feel like it. If you have extra $10 around, $20, and the gas fees are low, go ahead and burn 3 billion here, 9 billion here. We should see at least 20 to 30 burns a day. I mean, it's 24 hours a day, and everybody can burn at random times and burn whenever you want, and just continue to force this supply down while it's cheap, so that when you can get to that 50 trillion area, right? And then that's the sweet spot there, and be one of the people who hold a trillion tokens with only 50 trillion supply left. I think that would be awesome. All right. Anyways, that's it. That's all I have. Peace out. God bless. Hope you guys doing well. Salute to everybody in the Inu community, and all the holders and all everybody that participated, the 365 crew, the BIA crew. Shout out to everybody who participated in the last 3 week promos on Inu, and that was pretty awesome. And we actually that was a proof that we can do a lot, and if we all work together. And this is what we should have been doing with USTC, and for the last 2.5 years, we would have already repegged. If we were that motivated the last 3 weeks, if we were with USTC for the last 2.5 years, we would already be repegged, guys. We would already be repegged, guys and girls. So it tells you that when you work together like that, look how fun it is. Look how fun it is to work together like that, right? And we would have already repegged USTC. Right? If we work together like that, I would already be, I would be at 100 million, Levita AI tokens, right? And then I'll be using, and then I would be able to have that buying power to be able to come in and buy back and burn USTC for repeg, right? And we will be on our way to repegging USTC, right? So I mean, we can do whatever we want, folks, when we work together, right? So it's just another, just another evidence that we can do this, and all the doubt goes out the window when you actually have proof that you can do these things. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys next week.